family. It's Jay Morrison, CEO and founder of the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, an SEC regulated, Regulation A Tier 2 real estate crowd fund that is hell-bent and set on building a 21st century Black Wall Street for our community, stopping gentrification, buying back our blocks, and revitalizing our communities and our neighborhoods. So this is not a money stunt, but I want to make a challenge to all my ballers out there, all those money phone holders, all those bust down, iced out rollie wearers, all those Wraith drivers. Why don't y'all match me? Why don't we rebuild our community? Since money ain't a thing, since we blowing money fast, since we spending it like our last, since we can spend it and get it right back, how about 5,000 of y'all match me with a $10,000 investment into the Tulsa Real Estate Fund? Now, with your investment, it's not a GoFundMe, it's not a donation, it's not a collection plate. If 5,000 people put up $10,000, we'd have $50 million in our fund that fast. Each investor would get an 8% preferred return. That's more than what's in your Merrill Lynch account. That's more than what's in your CD. That's more than your savings account. That's more than most of your mutual funds. And not outside of the 8% preferred return, each investor will get 50% of the profits we make from the investments of the fund. So for $10,000 investment, that ain't nothing to you anyway. Money ain't a thing. It's sitting somewhere in your shoebox, safety deposit box, under your mattress, on your wrist, on your neck, or in some checking account that's not getting you much return on revenue. Why don't you invest in our fund together, own 200 shares with your $10,000 investment? You'll be a shareholder, equity owner in the fund, getting an 8% preferred return and 50% of the profits. Why don't we try that? Or why don't 1,000 of us put up $50,000? You got it. You balling in the league. You got your hood on smash. You got a #1 hit record. You got live streams. You're a business professional. Why don't you put up 50? 1,000 of us. And we'll have a $50 million fund between 1,000 of us. Own your shares, get your 8% preferred return, and your 50% share of the profits while we build Black Wall Street throughout the country. We can leverage that $50 million with debt financing, mezzanine financing, gap funding, and other kinds of debt or other capital stack instruments, and take that $50 million and make it work at $150 million through leverage. Imagine what we can do, 1,000 of us putting up $50,000, and now we can leverage that 50 for $150 million. Imagine what we can do in Detroit, in Chicago, in Newark, in Liberty City, in Bankhead, in Compton, in Houston, Dallas, Milwaukee, Minnesota. Imagine what we can do for our community where we control the dollars ourselves and stop begging the White House, stop begging the government, and stop begging other communities to do for us what we could easily do for ourselves. I know it's 1,000 of y'all that got 50 to invest. And now I'm not talking about some untransparent, untrustworthy fund. I'm talking about a Security and Exchange Commission, SEC regulated crowd fund, real estate fund with a full subscription agreement, circular, third-party administrator, third-party auditor, treasurer, experienced manager, transparency, trustworthy, regulated, all the things that we've been looking for. Why don't we do it? Or why don't 625 of us put up 80,000? 625 people. And I'm saying the whole world can invest, but I'm speaking specifically to Africans in America, Black people, African Americans, Afro-Americans, colored people, former Negroes, former niggers, formerly enslaved. What if 625 of us said, you know what? I can trust somebody that looks like me. The brother did his due diligence. He did his legwork. He put the initial investment in. He got the attorneys. He got the auditors. He got the accountants. He got the treasurers. He got the business development people. He got the chief risk officers. He got the CPOs. He did the work. Why don't I put up 80,000 with 624 other people so we can have 50 million? Leverage that 50 million to have 150 million that we control for ourselves and for our community, get my 8% preferred return and a 50% share of the profits. But the problem is you probably don't trust me because I look like you. Although the work has been done, although it's regulated, although our operating agreement, our subscription agreement, our circular is all on sec.gov, search Tulsa Real Estate Fund and your Edgar search, although I did all the work, although my staff is more than efficient, I can't make any guarantees, but I know we'll do the best for our community. But this is how we build the Black Wall Street. It can't be on one person. This shouldn't all be on Puffy or Jay-Z or Oprah or Michael Jordan or Will Smith. It shouldn't be on them to take care of us. Oh yes, Puffy, Jay-Z, Will Smith, Oprah, Michael Jordan, you must contribute. Or I say you should contribute for the advancement of our community, but it shouldn't all be on you. So why don't you match me? Or why don't you watch your little bro put in the work, gather the crowd, raise millions, and now I'm taking the pressure off of you and we can all participate in our advancement together. This work should not be on just one person. This is a community thing. It's a crowd thing. It's a village thing. I do this because it's my responsibility as an African man in America to protect and provide for my village. That's why I created this fund. For some of you, this is gimmicky. But we understand our people sometimes need gimmicks. They respect gimmicks. You need to see tangible. You need proof. For me, it's that men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The numbers are 625 of us invest 80,000, we got 50 million. The numbers are 1,000 of us invest 50,000, we got 50 million. The numbers are 5,000 of us invest $10,000, we got 50 million. So why don't you match me? And let's do what we gotta do for ourselves. Trust each other. Trust our transparency. Trust the regulations. And let's go handle our business like we should. Gone are the days that we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors. Our ancestors are tired. Now it's time we put our ancestors on our shoulders as we move forward and carry them. My name is Jay Morrison. You can search me, do your due diligence. These are not just words. My work supersedes my words. I've been loving on our community. I've been loving on my people. I've been sacrificing my freedom, my time, my life for our people for almost a decade now. This is the real deal. All I'm asking you to do is, to the fullest of your capacity, take your money out of that bank account, that mutual fund account, that pension account, that retirement account, that bond account, that savings account that's owned by an institution that does not reflect your values or does not reflect the advancement of your community, and pour it into an institution that reflects your values and whose mission is the advancement of your people and rebuilding the Black Wall Street that they burned down June 1st of 1921. What I'm asking you to do is June 1st of 2018 to invest in the new Black Wall Street. We will rebuild a Black Wall Street community in this 21st century. We will have it, we will claim it, it will be ours. It will be not theoretical, not a hashtag or tweet, but it will be literal. It'll be physical. It'll be realized. Our people will be proud. We gotta show them the social proof. We have to get a win, y'all. They've been mopping us. We've been losing for 450 years every year on year. This is our chance to come together, get out of our own way. Stop thinking that this brother's in a suit, he looks like me, he gotta be up to something. You don't say that when the other man's in a suit. So it's time that we come together. This is my call to action. I love y'all. Again, do your due diligence, do your research. Stop letting your money managers make you think that your money gotta be parked in institutions that aren't owned by those who look like you or who reflect the advancement or betterment of our community. Marcus Garvey in 1919 was the last man to offer public stocks and public shares to our community for a public corporation for the advancement of our community. Now you have Jay Morrison in 2018, 99 years later, offering the same opportunity with all authenticity, genuineness, transparency, love, and humility to do something for our community that has not been done in nearly a full century. Will you participate with me? Will you be a shareholder? Will you be an equity owner? Will you join the crowd? Please start your free investors account at TulsaRealEstateFund.com. And on June 1st, whoever invests the first 24 hours on June 1st will be an honorary founder of the fund. Your name will be memorialized on our website, but more importantly, your name will be memorialized on the bricks and stones and in the plaque of the first projects that we acquire in our quest to rebuild Black Wall Street. Your name will go down in history. And so I ask you to join us. TulsaRealEstateFund.com. June 1st is our IPO, initial public offering. After June 1st, the IPO will continue until our fund reaches its $50 million maximum limit. The minimum investment in our fund, if you can't do $50, $80, $1,000, $10,000, you can invest as little as $500 in our fund. So I'm asking the same influencers, celebrities, the super wealthy, if you can't trust me or our fund with $50,000, can you trust it with $5? Can you trust it with $1,000? Can you trust it with $500? I'm talking about to the rich. I ain't talking about to the working class. I'm talking about to the uber wealthy, our athletes, entertainers, celebrities, business professionals, our gurus and moguls. Will you believe enough in our community advancement to endorse it with a $500 check? $1,000, $5,000? What you spend at Nobu or Chow's? What you spend on Louis or Gucci or Hermes? What you spend on that Birkin bag? Would you put your Birkin bag money into a fund for the advancement of your community? Do you have any conviction? Any sense of urgency? I believe you do. Because in all of us is an African warrior spirit. Our ancestors have been crying out for this opportunity. They've been waiting for us. And now it's time for us to stop begging others to do for us what we can do for ourselves. This is Tulsa Real Estate Fund, the People's Fund.